Thailand is gearing up to welcome 2 million South Korean tourists during the Chuseok holidays this year. To discuss this, we have Dr. Guy Llewellyn from EHL Hospitality Business School Singapore campus and Satarupa Halder from Mordor Intelligence. Dr. Llewellyn and Satarupa, what's happening in Thailand that attracts South Korean tourists?
There's a few things that Thailand is doing to really increase their popularity with South Korean tourists. First of all, what they're doing is like the food, it's very similar in taste and flavors. So that brings in a lot of the South Koreans just for that, as well as the visa exemption that they can go in for 30 days and then they can renew it for an additional 30 days. What Thailand has really done well to attract the South Korean tourists is actually utilizing the K-pop band 17 and G-Idol to come into Chiang Mai and create music videos. And those music videos being played in South Korea has really seen an increase of tourists to go into Chiang Mai to see where those videos are actually being filmed. So those two things together with the food and the K-pop has really strengthened the South Korean interest in Thailand.
So basically what I have observed that Thailand has been drawing in strategic initiatives to draw in South Korean tourists. So recently the Seoul office of the Tourism Authority of Thailand has been rolling out, they have been aiming out chartered flights to Bangkok, Phuket and Chiang Mai so that it becomes more accessible to these tourists, bringing in more influx of South Korean tourists to Thailand. And as Dr. Guy has, even he has mentioned that with the influence of K-pop and social media figures, South Korean tourists have been more attracted to Thailand. Again, Thailand has been collaborating with top South Korean travel agencies. They have been participating in events like the Thailand Golf Travel Mart. Moreover, the 60 days free visa stays. These are like some of the initiatives which has been attracting South Korean tourists to Thailand, which is a great initiative, I would say.
So what could this mean for the economy? Go ahead, Dr. Llewellyn.
Well, the economy in Thailand is doing really well. It was up 1.9% last year, and it's projected to be up 2.8% this year, which is a little lower than they had projected, but it's still showing a very strong growth. And a lot of that has to do with also raising the visas needed from the mainland Chinese tourists. So they're seeing a lot of impact coming from all over Southeast Asia. So the overall economy is really seeing a strong impact from these initiatives that Thailand is putting in place.
Similarly, adding on to Dr. Guy, I would say with notable, like not very, but still the influx of South Korean tourists have definitely a positive impact on Thailand's economy. Moreover, mid-September, we know that South Korea has a very, their event for Thanksgiving event, which is called Chuseok. So during this time, they will be investing, it is anticipated, they will be spending around 40,000 to 50,000 baht per trip, which is definitely a major boost to Thai economy. Again, we can, although we are focusing on all the positive, highlights of influx of South Korean tourists in Thailand economy, there are challenges which Thailand needs to mitigate, such as overcrowding and environmental strain, which will be again a factor which Thailand needs to look into to manage this huge influx of tourists. Right. That is what my observations are.
But with so many visitors coming in, how is Thailand planning to keep up its hospitality standards?
Highlighting on this, what I would like to add is with recent launch of Thailand Vision 2030, the nation has been targeting its aim to become a premier tourism hub, which the tourism sector is not only supports the livelihoods of a third of the Thai populace, but it's projected to account for a substantial 70% of the nation's annual expenditure budget. So recently, from a data from the Business Development Department, we have been observing that there are around 11,540 hotels and resort operations, 21,695 restaurant operators, 606 catering businesses, which is a huge boost to maintain the high quality hospitality to just cater to this huge influx of tourists. We have been observing that Thailand has been launching this Ignite Tourism Thailand tax skill factory, wherein there had been launch of workshops to upskill workers in the tourism and hospitality domain. Moreover, the government has been investing in around USD 19.4 billion to develop around 150 transport infrastructure projects between this year and 2025, which is again a major boost to withstand this or cater to this, I would say, huge influx of tourism in Thailand.
I think the main thing is with the World Economic Forum just dropped their rankings in the Travel and Tourism Development Index from 36 to 47, which is a little bit of a concern. And a lot of that had to do with the concern of over tourism. When you're looking at places like Bangkok and like Phuket, and even places like Maya Beach that were closed for 2 years due to the overall over tourism problem. So what really Thailand is doing is what they need to do is really promote some more of the regional tourist areas to really kind of spread out that influx of tourism, which is supposed to come back to pre-COVID levels as of this time next year. So if you can try to promote more of the regional tourism and then have that investment in that infrastructure into either highways, into rail, into some other ways to get tourists from the major cities into some of these smaller remote areas, it's going to help those remote areas with that economic boom, as well as reduce the overall over-tourism issues that's currently being faced in the more popular areas.
Thank you for joining us today, Dr. Llewellyn and Satarupa.
Thank you for having us.
Much.
Once again, those were Dr. Guy Llewellyn, Assistant Professor at EHL Hospitality Business School, Singapore campus, and Satarupa Halder, Senior Research Analyst for Hospitality and Travel and Tourism at Mordor Intelligence. For more news, visit AsianBusinessReview.com.